Hello, RP here, recording video on 22nd of May. We are going to see what is going to happen in Nifty next week. We will check based on indicators, price action, Elliott Wave, and option chain. We will get 360-degree views because in the next week, it is going to be a roller coaster ride for us. There will be definitely big swings, and we should be ready with our technical analysis. So first, let's check the indicators based analysis. So you can see all the moving averages 13, 48, 100 and 200 EMA. Nifty is trading well below that. It has faced once rejection here on 13 EMA, that is short-term moving averages. The candle looks bullish, but what is going to happen next, we will discuss. Here you can see once the RSI went below 30 and it has bounced from and oversold region. Arrow indicator, which is acting just like ADX, it still shows the extreme bearish bias. So until the red line is above 70 and the green line is below 30, it is considered as extreme bearish signal. So these indicators are suggesting a bearishness in the market. You can see here one particular resistance from which it got rejected many times is seen here. So here it got rejected last when it touched 16,400. So this is important resistance. And again, if it comes here, we can expect a drop again. So, or even if it breaks by a small margin, then we can expect a drop. So that's what the indicators are telling us. And even simple price action, if you want to understand based on that, we had created one video. So second part based on price action, what are the Nifty's targets and how much it can go down, you can watch by visiting this video. You can visit our channel, subscribe to our channel and watch this video. So it is pretty much going to be going downside. We have a bearish view. We discussed this many times. This is the playlist on our channel, Nifty Weekly Analysis, which we started from 18th April. And since then, we have a bearish view. So Nifty is crashing on the downside after that. So we are expecting to break 15,671. That's what you can remember. Moving forward, we are going to see basics of Elliott Wave. So we talk about this in every video for our new members who are not aware what is Elliott Wave. So basics of Elliott Wave is it has 5 swings up. So 5 waves up. After that, the correction starts on the downside. So this is pretty much textbook example where each wave internally has 5 waves. Then correction wave has 3 waves. Third wave has 5 waves. Fourth wave has 3 waves. Fifth wave has 5 waves, like that. Okay. And this is the correction, which is a zigzag correction. This is simple zigzag correction. Here, A is a 5-wave structure, B is a 3-wave structure, and C is a 5-wave structure. So what you are able to see right now is this correction, which has started from 18,115. So after HDFC Bank and HDFC merger news, Nifty hit 18,115. After that, the correction has started, which is looking exactly like this. So yeah, nothing to worry. We will see in detail. So this is another image which we discussed many times. Here we said that we are in a triple complex correction, WXY, XXZ. So this final Z wave, so this is the final Z wave where we are witnessing internally A, B, C zigzag correction. So this is a Z wave. Z wave is zigzag correction. So this is 5, 3, 5 correction. So currently we are in a C wave and final wave is in progress. We might expect a bounce from here, but we have to wait and watch. What we are expecting is minimum 15,400 to 15,000 levels on the downside. And this break is inevitable. This is going to happen. That's what you need to remember. So the bear is coming back next week. That's what you need to remember. And why we said that, we will discuss that. So let's first talk about this complex correction. So as I said, this is ABC zigzag correction. you need to remember this image where you can see 5, 3, 5 waves, right? So these are 5 waves, these are 3 waves, and these are 5 waves. So pretty much same thing is happening right now, is like this, okay? So this is A 5-wave structure, B 3-wave structure, and currently the 5-wave structure is in progress. We are currently in a 4th wave. After that, there is a 5th wave. So talking about this complex structure, how it looks like, or whether there is some image for this as well, I do have. Let me show you that. So this is 333 pattern. So this is a textbook example where there was uptrend. Here we hit 18,600. Then we started correction W, X, Y, XX, and final Z wave is in progress. After that comes an uptrend. So we have to, once we complete this, we should shoot up. That's what we can expect. So why we are considering this complex Elliott wave theory? Because we like complex things. Not that. It's to understand how many swings are left in the market. So if you want to understand how many swings are left, how much it can go down, the best forecasting method is Elliott wave than any other method. So you can remember that. And this is the 333 correction we are witnessing right now. So this is the 333 correction. So same thing is happening right now. So currently we are in a Z wave. That's what you need to remember. So if you don't believe the Elliott wave method and if you don't consider this to be working, I'll show you a couple of examples. So this is Bank Nifty's analysis we did on 3rd of May. So you can see that I have posted that on 3rd of May that it is going to go down, and Bank Nifty is also witnessing a complex correction and it will have a Z wave. So it was trading around 36,100, and let's see what has happened after that. Okay, so when I click on this play button, it will load the new bars. So you can see here that it has went pretty much down after that and hit a low of, what is this low? Somewhere near 33,000 it has made the low. So that's how the powerful is. So almost 3,000 points of drop was forecasted with this move, and still more to come. It is going to go even down towards 30,500 to 30,000 levels. That's what we are expecting with this Elliott wave method. So this is one example. There are many. Another example I have is related to ITC. This did work a little, but then ITC broken on the upside. So after analysis here, it went up. We expected a pullback towards the channel top and then expected a drop. Here it took support and then shoot up. So at least I got this move. That's what you can understand from here. Yeah, it does not work always. If you have the wrong count, it won't work. So the count needs to be perfect, then only it will give you much more rewards. So that's why we are using the Elliott wave to forecast the swings of the market. So now let's talk about Z wave. What is happening in that Z wave? So when you talk about that, here in Z wave, let's understand the moves. So market right now is in consolidation of 4th wave. So 4th wave is like this. So here wave 1, 2. So currently, by the way, C wave is in progress, and C wave internally has 5 waves, as I said here, right? So as we discussed here, we are witnessing this C wave of zigzag in a Z wave. So this is a little bit complicated to understand, but you just need to remember that there is one more swing going on the downside. So here wave 1 completed, 2 completed here, 3 completed here, and 4th wave is in progress, and we are going to drop on the downside. So how many swings are left? So there are 2 possible cases here. One is flat correction and another one is triangle. So let's first talk about the flat correction. So flat correction internally has 3-3 5-wave structure, or you can even call it as a double complex correction. So in that case, we will denote this as a W. Okay, this swing as a W, X, Y, and then again drop on the downside. So in one case, if tomorrow it breaks 16,400, tomorrow Monday, if it breaks this, makes a smaller high, because 16,400 is a resistance. So I'm expecting it to face resistance near 50% of Fibonacci retracement, that is 16,435. Okay, from there it should drop on the downside. That's what I'm expecting. So it is not going to go anywhere below this. Don't consider this as a breakout and jump for the long. It will be deadly. Okay, so just remember that. And moving further, so this can also be called as ABC, where it is called as A of flat correction, ABC, and this will be called as B wave, which retraced almost 90%, breaking this low. Okay, didn't break, but yeah, little bit left, 1 or 2 points. And then now it can be a 5-wave structure like this, and then drop on the downside, breaking this particular low. So until this is broken, we cannot be say for sure. Or what we can do is, whatever swing it makes here, okay, this swing, if it goes up, faces rejection here and breaks this swing, we can consider this as a short opportunity, considering this as a stop loss, and look for the sharp downside. Or you can wait for a better signal, 16,183 to be broken in a next session. When it goes here, faces rejection, makes bigger candle. Bigger candles are important. It should make big candles here. Then only we can consider that it is falling. So once it breaks this, we can assume that fall has started. So whatever this high it makes, that will be our stop loss. By the way, this is just an educational video, and that this video does not constitute any financial advice. It will be your own risk. Analysis can go wrong as well. So moving on to the next. So we will consider another way to draw the targets. So I'm going to use Fibonacci tool. So let's plot the Fibonacci on these 3 points. Then I get Fibonacci extension of 100% as 16,435. Means the length of this, when you plot from this point, you get this much. Okay, so from here also we are expecting drop. So this is another way to get the targets. So hope you understand how to get the targets with the Fibonacci as well. So if it goes beyond this, this analysis will be invalid. So if it starts going above this, this is something else, and our analysis will be invalid in that case. So suppose another case. So this will be a third case, you can say, where if starts directly going down and breaks this low, 15,535, then I will have to change the wave count. I will have to consider fourth finish here. This is one of fifth wave. This is second of fifth wave, and the correction has started. But this has low probability, but we cannot rule out. You should have plan A and B in the stock markets. I would say not A and B, even A, B, C, D till Z. You need to have plans and you need to be prepared. So considering that case as well, that is a low probability case. So next part is considering this as a triangle. So when we are considering triangle, it will go in more swings. Okay, so here what we discussed is one more swing is left, which will create one more top as for the flat or a complex correction, and then it will drop, breaking this this low of 15,575. So that is what we discussed, right? So another way to look at it as a triangle. So this fourth wave usually takes a longer time. It spends a lot of time in a fourth wave. So that's what Elliott wave tells us. So fourth wave is a consolidation wave. So after a bigger fall in a third wave, right? So this is bigger fall. It has more gaps. Here also you could see a one triangle getting formed. But yeah, internally this is internal fourth wave. So here bigger gap was created. Here there was a gap, but it was filled. So as you can see here, the gap is still left. Don't consider that this gap will be filled, because third wave gaps don't get filled immediately. there are no divergences formed on daily chart. So just remember that this gap won't get filled, and we should drop on the downside because fourth wave is a consolidation wave. And after consolidation, after long consolidation, the fifth wave comes, which is final wave. Okay, so this will be a surprise for everyone. Most of them would be thinking with the price action that it is double bottom, triple bottom, and Nifty is going to reverse on the upside. That's not going to happen. So considering this case of a triangle, let's bring that chart of a triangle. So triangle will look something like this. It will have more swings. Okay, so what we are expecting is Nifty to go like this in this channel. Okay, and create some high near 16,300 and start the drop on the downside. So whatever swing it makes here, it will be a consideration that this trend line has been broken and we are going to drop on the downside, and the D wave of the downside has started. So that is our next plan with the triangle. So if it does not break this and creates one more swing here and then drops on the downside, okay, this is imaginary trend line, by the way. This is not yet confirmed, and even this one is not confirmed. Okay, so these are imaginary lines just to tell you that how the triangle looks here. So triangle will look something like this, but here it will make one swing and then drop. Okay, internally it will make swing here, this swing break or this trend line break, or better signal is wait for 16,183. If it gaps down below this, then it's clear that we are going to drop on the downside. So this is how the D wave will progress on the downside, and it will be minimum. So let's consider it is going to make top somewhere near 300 plus. Okay, so let's consider that it has made drop at 16,300. So the drop will be 0.600 Fibonacci. So minimum this much it can drop towards 15,980, 980 something. Okay, so D wave will come a little bit like this. So in that case, our trend line will be like this. Another E wave will go like this, and then the drop will start. So this way we can draw the trend line in that case. So the trend lines will change. These are just for representation. So minimum this much it can drop. It can go even towards the lower line that I have drawn, considering this these 2 points of swing. Okay, it can go towards this as well, fill the gap and then go up. So this gap may get filled and it may go even deeper below 15,980. That's what you can understand from this. So gap fill is possible because triangles are deadly, and until D wave you cannot be sure that this is a triangle. So I'll give you example for this. We should not be in a hurry and consider any wave as a triangle, because until the D wave is formed and it gives bounce from the trend line, we should not treat as a triangle, or we should not trade as a triangle. So I'm considering this a possibility because fourth wave mostly is a triangle or a flat correction. So 8 out of 10 times it is a flat or a triangle, even if the second wave is a consolidation. Alteration theory does not apply on the fourth wave. It is most of the time in a consolidation makes flat or a triangle or a complex correction. So D wave has to be completed and it should give the bounce, and that is our confirmation that the triangle is getting formed. So be ready for a final swing which will go 0.600 Fibonacci of this particular D wave's length, and minimum that, or even it can go to the trend line of AC and then drop on the downside. It can be E wave can be equal to C wave, D wave, so that it can bridge the line as well and then drop, but it should not break the top of A. So these are a couple of complications cases. We will update you as the waves progress, but next 1 or 2 days we are expecting it to be in a triangle, and after that maybe on Wednesday or Thursday we should see the drop and break off this low. So this is how the Elliott wave tells us. So the triangle textbook example, let me tell you. So the triangle looks like this in a bear market. Okay, so drop First swing as A, then B, then C, then D, then E, and then drop. So this is how the triangle is looking like, and it's the same example that we discussed just now. So here this possibility is open for us. So hope you understand and consider this as a useful example. By the way, flat looks like this. Okay, in our case it's a bearish 3 3 5 waves. Sorry, so in our case it is like we are dropping, right? So A wave completed here, B, C. Okay, so without the triangle we were considering ABC, right? So it can be like this, A, B, and then C, breaking this top, making high near 16,400. So this is an flat correction. So hope you understand that, but most likely it's going to be triangle. So that's how I'm looking at the Nifty for next week. Let's check the option chain data and try to understand what is going to happen with the option chain. So I think I covered all on the Elliott Wave side. So hope you understand this gap can get filled, and as it's a fourth wave, as this was filled, right? So this gap was filled. So similarly, this gap created bullish gap gets filled, and then it can go up and then drop. Okay. So that's all. Let's start the option chain analysis. On the option chain front, we see here 16,000 has major put open interest of 70 lakh. So this is the major support for this expiry. So breach of this expiry will mean, so this will be a third or fourth time if it breaches that, right? So if it breaches that, then we are going to fall. That's what you can remember. So this support has lasted many times. It went towards 15,800, then recovered. Okay, so 2-3 times it has happened. So next time it won't be spared. That's what you can remember. Second, so the highest resistance, which is at 17,000, where we are not expecting Nifty to go in this May expiry. Second highest resistance is at 16,300. So that's why you can, from this option chain now, we can conclude that it can very likely to make a triangle. If it goes above 16,000, it won't 16,300, it won't sustain above that. So if it goes beyond, let's say 16,340, so 30 to 40 points, if it goes above 16,300, then we can assume that it will break 16,400 and create a new high. Otherwise, if it, let's say, goes towards 16,320, 330 and starts the drop on the downside, it is not going to sustain, and this resistance will be respected, and the fall will start on the downside. So it's very likely the case that looking at option chain, it will make a triangle in a fourth wave, and we will have 3 more swings. Sorry, D, okay, A completed, B completed, C will be completed, D and E after that will drop. So this is how these many swings are left. That's what we can conclude. So one swing down as a D, and then E swing, it will be seen. So 2 swings will be left now. As this one is completed, you can even consider 3 swings, but yeah, that hope you understand here. So this is how the Nifty looks for the next week. Hope you like the analysis. Do hit like button. Ask the doubts in the comment. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.